our next session. It's early afternoon. It's been a cloudy day. The sun is now trying to come out. We're going to do something different today. We're going to go back to saddle training and ground driving and pulling carts and all of that. But for now, for today and maybe for next week, I got excited about using my kids' rope that I bought last week around the alpacas. I had shows in Santa Cruz where I used rope and did roping with my Morgans and using my mini cows. And just hearing the loop swing can be scary to them. So, and this was a roping steer that I used as a young adult to practice. I brought a big cone from my oxbow ranch to use as a roping target. And I'm going to go into my, I hope I can, yes, here it is. Here's my rope. I haven't even tried swinging it. It's very lightweight. It'll be easy for a child to do it. And that's what you usually do with ropes in between practices. You hang them on the horn, okay? So it's only Tavis and I today, and we decided to work with Alpha first, and that's why his name is Alpha, because he does everything with us first. Okay, so what I want you to do, before we do the rope, there was another thing I wanted to do that I saw on YouTube where a llama was desensitized to a tarp. So we brought a tarp out. Could you lift up that tarp? And this can be very scary to horses. The llama didn't mind at all. Let's see what Alpha says about having a tarp on his back. Because, you know, it crinkles, it makes a noise. And it might fall down. And that can be really scary to horses if they're asked to walk over a tarp. Now, Alpha and Beta just had a to-do with each other, so they both got their mouths open, looking like they're stressed. Well, we'll take this one step at a time. You know, I'm not sure that Beta will behave this way when we do it with him, but for today we'll do it with Alpha, and then our next session we'll try and do it all with Beta. Assuming nothing bad happens today. There, the sun just went behind a cloud. That's good. And crinkle it, you know, try to make that crinkling sound. And Alpha's mouth is still open, but I don't think it's because of what we're doing today in our session. It's because Alpha and Beta just had a frolic. And Alpha's ears are flat back, so is Beta's, even though he doesn't have a tarp on his back. Okay, just kind of walk around this tacking area. It's a small area on purpose. I just want him to realize, oh, and the wind is making the tarp do what tarps do in the wind. What does he think about that? His mouth got wide open again. He's a little bit unsure of any of this because we've never done it with our two alpaca boys. This is our first time. That's good. Now, just kind of give him confidence that nothing bad's going to happen. And then when you're feeling that he's okay, not stressed, take the tarp off and put it over here in the tack area for our next session. Okay, so Alpha moved around. He went away from the tarp, but he's not going bananas. And the wind is going to make noises, etc. Okay, now the next thing to do is I am going to, no, I'd say you come out here. And then I'd like you to hold Alpha with his halter, and I'm going to start swinging this rope. And it's a very colorful rope, as you can see. What will he think about seeing this thing swinging in the air? I'm going to plan on providing roping lessons for neighborhood children. We'll start advertising. But we got to make sure we can do it with my alpaca boys and eventually with my goat boys. They like to come out here for the lesson. Okay, just walk around and let them realize there's nothing special, scary going on here. I'm going to sit on my roping steer. A friend of mine made this roping steer for me decades ago when I lived in Woodside, which was a horsey community, and I lived there for 25 years. And that's in San Mateo County. Okay, let's see. Okay, the wind died down a little bit. The sun's coming out again. This is good. What I'd like you to do is, if we're pretty sure that he's calmed down, and I think he's okay, he's a little bit antsy, walk around one more time, like go down the corridor. He's used to those maneuvers. Okay, now he's saying, oh yeah, I've done this a million times. Okay, one more time going from the other direction. We always do everything in both directions because there are backgrounds that are different in both directions. And if they're looking beyond where they are, we want to make sure that the background that they're looking at beyond is not going to spook them. We're okay. He's not exactly relaxed, but he's not freaking out. Now, what I recommend, and remember now, please, viewer, I haven't done this before with alpacas ever. I haven't done it with a kid's rope ever. But I'm going to do it today, and you're going to see how it goes. And here are the goat boys. They like to see these things too. And I watched some YouTube videos yesterday about goats. These boys are going to have some learning to do here. I don't think they've ever been in a situation where they're being asked to learn. But they sure are happy here. I can tell you that. Okay, so you come over here and sit where I'm sitting and hold the camera while you hold Alpha with the halter at a bit of a distance. And I'll keep telling the viewer what I'm trying to do. And believe me, I'm just creating this task list, this learning objective as we speak. Okay, so you can sit down if you want to, stand up. How do you prepare a lariat? It's like working with a hose. You want to make sure there's no kinks in it. You don't want to try to force it. It has to be done with what it's able to do. And there, I made a loop. Okay, I've only got a couple coils in my hand because this is a short, lightweight kids rope. But what I'm going to do now, just standing here, See, it makes, makes a swishing sound, and that usually does not happen with a heavier adult rope. I got a kink.
And it's brand new.
Not sure why, because believe me, I've never done this with a lightweight kids rope. Now I've got to get the loop back on without forcing anything. So I'm going to make the coils a little smaller in my left hand. And watch how I do it. Oh, and the Honda is not good. Okay, I've got to figure out, I've got to bring the Honda back up the lariat. I can't have this kink. Yeah, and it's not coming out like it would be if I had a heavier rope. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out. Put the Honda here at the end. And now I'm going to start, without kinking it, I hope, making, no, it's not working, okay? You're seeing me develop this lesson as needed. Why did that get, I can't force it. You see, it's like trying to force it's like trying to force a hose if you've got a kink in it. I'm going to completely, and it's making the sounds that lariats do. I'm going to completely disengage it. Make the coil, the loop. You see how I'm twisting it until it fits? Okay, but I gotta get that end of the coils into the Honda. You're learning the language as we speak. Let's see. Is this, I think, no, nope, haven't done it. Let's see, if I go this way, I'm gonna throw the rope out. Usually you can figure things out if you just let it be a loose rope. Okay, I've got to come back through. And this is all part of learning how to rope. And it becomes like a sense. You don't even have to think. It just starts happening. Okay, I've recreated my coils with my loop. I've got the tail. Now I'm gonna build the loop again. Can you picture a little child sitting here learning how to do that without forcing it? Okay, overhead. It's not making a lot of sounds, and Alpha isn't paying attention at all. And really what I want him to do is eventually pay attention and not be scared. Okay, so I've got 2 coils in my hand. My left hand, I've got a loop. Missed. Okay, that's okay. When I was a young adult, I used to practice every single night until I got 20 two-horn shots in a row. And that could take a long time.
It's pretty good.
Got it! The second time. Okay, once you get your target, you pull slack. That's what the language is. Do you see? What I want to eventually do is target Alpha's head. Maybe not today. I just want him to kind of watch, but he's not interested. And Tavis is busy with the camera. So, okay, but at least he maybe has noticed. Now I'm going to build my loop again. And then I'm going to make it bigger. Watch how I do that. And come here and try it. We'll charge a donation, but we'll do it for the sake of the sanctuary and the large farm animals here. Okay, I'm going to walk over here. There is no script here. I'm just doing it as I think it's a good way to do it. Missed again. Watch where you're aiming. And then you've got to make sure you give the impulse to the rope. Let's see if I can get it this time. No kinks. Okay. Oh, almost. It's called fishing it on. If you get it to the head of the cow that you're trying to rope, or the horse you're trying to rope, if it's almost there, you don't pull slack and pull it away. You try to fish it on. That's the language that's used. Got it. Pull slack. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do this closer to Alpha. I actually was curious how long it would take me to do it successfully, because I've never even given it thought. Okay, now Alpha's looking at me. Try to get the camera to look at Alpha. He's looking at the rope. Oh, I can see out of his left eye. He's definitely seeing the rope. Now I'm going to touch him. He's a little bit skittish. Yeah, he says, "What's going on here?" That thing is touching me. Okay. This is desensitizing to a lariat. It's okay. It's okay. I don't blame him for wondering what's going on.
All right, buddy.
And he's trying to walk away from me. When I actually put it on his neck, which I'd like to do today, we're going to be in the tacking area in case he completely freaks out. Now he's looking at it. I'm going to step back a little bit. Hard to do because the ground isn't flat. Okay. He was a little bit standoffish, but I don't blame him. He wasn't unusually dangerous. There. Good boy. Good boy. He's going to get desensitized to this kid's lariat. And I'm going to have little kids here who would love to learn how to rope. You've seen a lot today. You've seen me form the loop. You've seen me reform the loop. You've seen me get my target and not get my target. That's a lot. Okay. Now I'm just going to walk up to him. This is like desensitizing him. Let's say there's a child here who has a lariat in their hand and they want to walk up to the alpaca. Okay, now we've learned that alpacas like to be petted on their necks. Will he let me pet him on his neck when I've got this colorful lariat in my left hand? It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Yes, he did. Let me get a little closer with the lariat. It's all right. It's all right. See, he's learning not to be worried. It's all right. Now I'm going to touch him on his neck with the lariat. I'm going to make the loop a little smaller. There. There. I actually started looking in YouTube in the last couple nights for roping alpacas or with alpacas, and I haven't found anything yet. It's okay. It's okay. Good. Good. She's a little bit standoffish. Okay. He said, yeah, he said, wait a minute. Okay, we can't stop on that note. We need a note of resolution. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. I'm going to go slowly closer. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to call that a good moment of resolution. And what I'm going to do now is take the camera. I'm going to have Tavis take Alpha back into the tacking area, as that's where I will be for the first time trying to put this loop. It's a stiff lariat, but it's not anywhere as stiff as the ropes that we use for roping cattle, or anywhere as long. Okay. As a matter of fact, would you feel comfortable taking this loop? Now, Tavis doesn't know anything about lariats. Take the loop, just the loop. Yeah, but make it a loop, okay? And hold the coils in your left hand. See if you can put that loop. Sorry about the camera. I was not concentrating on showing you what we were doing. Okay, you want to hold it down from yeah, farther, much farther down. Right, that's it. Okay. Now, see what you can do about putting it over his head. He may just back off and be scared stiff. Okay, all right, it's on his neck. Okay, and I'm gonna pull slack. That's the language you use. That's why I wanted to do this in a small tacking area. I'm pulling slack just with my left hand. He's okay on it. Yeah, he's not freaking out. Now see if you can get it over his head. You're gonna open the loop up a little bit. See what he says about taking it. Okay. It wasn't completely relaxed, but it wasn't a freak out. And we're just gonna make this our short lesson. You wanna put it on him? That would be good. Repetition. No, he's saying, no, you're not putting that thing over my head. See if you can do it. Let's see if we can find a moment of resolution. Yes, okay. All right. Now, I'm helping you pull slack. And it's making a noise, especially because I have it here on the panel making a noise. It's okay. Now, okay, take it off. If there's no freak out. Very good. I am giving Alpha an A, not an A+, but an A today for his first lesson with a kid's lariat. And we're gonna be learning how to rope alpacas, and they're not gonna be freaking out while we're learning and teaching kids in the neighborhood or anyone who wants to come and watch our activities or participate in our activities to be not a cowboy or a cowgirl, but an alpaca boy or an alpaca girl. And that's what I am. I'm Sonya Sokolow, the urban alpaca girl. So I'm going to call this the end of our lesson. We'll see if there's any issues when he takes the No problem. Okay, and we'll let them out. And I hope you'll subscribe and be kept up to date with YouTube as to when our next lesson occurs. And assuming all is well, we're going to do the same thing to Beta. Now, will Beta be just as good? Will he get an A? I don't know, but we'll see. And I'll let you know. And that's it for today. Sonya Sokolow. SonyaSokolow@gmail.com, or make comments on the YouTube video. And please subscribe.